And the Packers have all the leverage. I mean, Matt, you know how this contract is structured here. They have the leverage. What is it that do you think, I can't even talk here, Matt, sorry. What is it do you think they want?
Well, I know it's not 2 first-round picks. I know that was floated out there. I don't know what exactly they're asking for, but it is not multiple first-round picks like we saw dealt for the likes of Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford. In terms of the leverage, I find it interesting. I agree with you. I find it interesting that people are like, oh, the Jets have all the leverage because Rodgers wants to go there, and everyone knows the Packers want to get rid of him. Well, no, because he's still under contract with the Packers. They don't have to trade him. And they can wait until the start of the NFL season, until they would have to pay that $58.3 million option bonus, which they're not going to do. They could wait till after June 1st to spread this $40 million dead money hit over 2 seasons, about $15 million on this year, $25 million on next year. Don't think they'll do that. This trade will get done because the Packers, if Brian Gutekunst has a single brain cell, which I know he does, need the draft capital, whatever draft capital it is they get in return. They need it for this year's draft to help build around a 24-year-old quarterback right away. Whether it's a second-round pick, whether it's a first-round pick and a third-round pick, whatever it is, they need that right away. So this trade may not happen in 30 minutes. I mean, it could. It was the first Thursday of March Madness last year when the Devontae Adams trade went down. But this trade will get done soon before the draft. But, yes, I agree with you that the Packers have all the leverage because, as people seem to forget, he is not a free agent. He is still under contract with Green Bay. You know, the timing is interesting. It was a year ago, I think, today that the Deshaun Watson trade went down, and then the Browns had the awkward thing with Baker, whereas do you tell him to stay away? And they did. Hey, stay at home. And they didn't pull off the trade with the Panthers to send Mayfield to Carolina until much later in the summer. You think it gets done by the draft. If it doesn't get done for the draft, then we might have that. Now, Aaron obviously hasn't been a big off-season guy the last couple of years anyway, but it would be a headline. Cameras outside Lambeau. Packers back at work. Aaron Rodgers told to stay away. They don't want that. No, they don't want that. And listen, Aaron Rodgers wouldn't show up to the facility and start lurking around Jordan Love's locker. But for Jordan's sake, for the Packers' sake, all parties want this to get done. This isn't a Brian Gutekunst is like, nope, I'm not trading him. They want to trade him. It's just a matter of playing a little bit of hardball, as you should if you're a GM in trade negotiations. If Jordan Love came back for OTAs or minicamp or training camp and Aaron Rodgers is still on the roster, that's one more unnecessary distraction. And I take questions from media because they would be asked, I know I'm one of them, asking Jordan, what's it like with Aaron still here? The Packers don't want him to have to deal with that when he's preparing for his first season to start for the Packers. So it's common sense that this trade will get done, I believe, before the draft. If for no other reason than the Packers don't want to make the trade 2 weeks after the draft and not be able to get whatever they get in return for another 10 months.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.